Right, looks like I'm live, all going well. And in these live streams, if anyone needs any help, you can get an answer live from me and the other guys as a collective. Dipsy, hello mate, how are you? Always the first one in here. I'm a little bit late today. Ben Speed, hiya mate, how you doing? I'm a little bit, if I was a bird, all my feathers would be ruffled tonight. I've had a bit of a day of it with the PC. Dipsy says he has no life. I'm sure that ain't the case, mate. I'm sure that ain't the case. Jason, 2 Radio Tango 431. Hi, mate. How you doing? I never know where to do this to because the webcam upsets everything. Well, how have you all been? Have any of you had any good contacts or any problems? I don't know, mate. CB radio problems. Yeah, Ben Speed says, don't forget to hit like. If you like this, underneath the video, you'll have a thumb up and a thumb down. If you like it, hit the thumb up. Del Boy online. Hi, Del Boy. How you doing, mate? And how you all doing? Thanks for everyone for joining. It's not a massive thing at the minute, and I must set an alarm because these tend to run on a little bit. I mean, I can chat for England and David Herbert. Hi, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. And it's good to see you keeping the 305 net going. Let me just set me timer up here, fellas. Okay, let's do it for... There you go, chaps. That's all done. Hi, Darren. How you doing, mate? Yeah, Dipsy. People ask some weird stuff, don't they? Lee the Brewer. Hi, Lee. How are you, mate? I'm going to catch up with me cup of tea. I've had computer failure today, so if any of you have experienced that, it's a bit of a headache. You know. I've been a little bit out of touch, to be honest, since these dark nights have come. I've not tended to get in the car as much, but I do know there is activity on the increase in my area. I'll just waffle on a minute here. I'll tell you what amazes me, right? You go on to really solder in my pocket, that gear. You go on to Facebook, onto any of the CB radio pages, and people will say, I've got an aerial and I want to mount it on my, and it will be a picture of their truck or whatever. Like it makes a difference. It's just like, look what I've got. I'm going to put an aerial on that. Barry James says he's bought himself a clean Ham International Jumbo. Had a right result. Yeah, fair play to you, Barry. I haven't had a Jumbo in years. I only ever had one, and I think I explained to you guys before. By the time I got it, it'd seen better days, to be fair. Oh, that's an interesting comment, Lee. Anyone else suffering from the repeater issue on 27305? What problem is that, Lee? Is it someone just on there being a dick, or is there some sort of interference from some sort of repeater of some sort of description? How does that manifest itself, Lee? Yeah, it looks like the chat section is sort of locked up. I mean, God, look at the state of me. If only you guys knew, you would laugh. I can tell you that now. Hi, Stefan. Good to see you live again. Do you know what? So many people say, I didn't know you was going to be live. Now, I've got a mate, right, who rings me every day for something, whether it be, you know, a chat or whatever. He's been on here twice, I think, and then says, I didn't know you was going on. He might turn up yet. Gizmo, why? Hi, Gizmo. Yeah, and Dipsy's got a point. If you're subscribed, hit the bell as well. You get notified, because quite a well-known YouTuber also said to me today, I didn't know he was going to be live. So, I mean, he should know what he's doing. I presume he does. But to be honest with you, lads, for the last little while, Facebook notifications have been sketchy, to say the least. Dipsy says, how comes on first? You get the pop-up. It's that laser. I point it towards your neck of the woods. Hit live. Bang. You're there. Ben Speed's got to pop off. Yeah, no worry, Ben, mate. People come, people go. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? It's that Batman sign, yeah. So, come on, lads. Anyone bought any new kit? I've had the one guy's bought himself a jumbo. Anyone else got any problems, issues? SWR, things to comment about, whatever. Mr. Metalhead, his ears must have been burning. How you doing, Paul? Leader Brewer, someone has sent up a repeater on 27305. All I can hear is, you sure it's a repeater and not just someone keying up? Because in my days on the 305, when I was regular with Fred, Pucker Dave, what's his name? It'll come to me in a minute. You've got Awesome Dave and Robbie, Johnny Jaffa-Cake and whatnot. It's just going back a little while. We had people keying up, playing recordings of my voice off of YouTube. We had people playing Morse code. Now, bearing in mind, the whole of the mid-block, 99% of the time, is completely dead. It would just be us lads on there. More often than not, the Muppets would be totally dead. And someone who I really don't know, they would just come on there and just make a nuisance of themselves. Alec Thompson from Scotland. Hi, Scotland. How you doing, Lee? Was it Lee? Sorry. Alec Thompson. You might know Alec. Oh, God, what's her name? Isabel. She's from up Scotland way. I know Scotland's a big place. Colin Guntrip says, did I know I went live yesterday for 10 seconds but no image? Yes, I did. Leader Brewer says it sounds like it's been done over the net. Willy-nilly. Hi, mate. How you doing? Welcome. Chris Jasper Guard is waving a hand from Oyster Bay, Long Island. Hi, Chris. Welcome aboard. How you doing? I hope everything's well. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. The people, they would just come on the 305 and be a nuisance. And it was weird because one day we had let's call it the Asian music. And when it dekeyed, there was another one underneath playing a very similar thing. And they would just, I don't know, people think they're clever, but, they're destroying their own hobby unless they're from, I don't know, crawled out of a swamp somewhere, I should think. Dave the X, all right, Steve, hope all is good, mate. Yes, thanks, Dave. Pretty good here. It's been quite a stressful day, to be fair with you, mate. But here we are. I'm de-stressing now. I'm talking to you lads. I'll put Zello on in a minute if anyone wants a little chat on there. Barry James asked, did you ever speak to a lady from Hounslow, Middlesex, called Sabrina in the early 90s? Not that I can recall, Barry. I might have done. Tony Wakelin. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Appreciate, mate. Stefan saying about there's high winds due, 40, 50 mile an hour. Chris Jaspergard, Billy Joel says hi. Hi, Billy Joel. How you doing? Lone Ranger says hope I'm safe and well. Yeah, all good. It's the hat. I think it's made of titanium. Excuse me. Yeah, what's the skip like over in Long Island? I've got to be honest, I don't think I've even turned the CB on since I did my last live stream. It ain't for lack of trying, it's just been a little bit hectic at the moment. Good turnout again for a midweek live stream. 37 people. Thanks everyone for turning up. Metalhead says I just need some corks around the hat. No, I ain't going to put any corks on it, but a bit nearer Christmas, I might, I don't know, put some flashing lights on it or something. Barry James been on 27385 every afternoon. Nothing stateside yet. Okay. Chris from Long Island says he's been banging some radio waves your way. Charlie Tango 11, yeah, welcome, mate. Said he would love to spend some time on the radio, but work gets in the way. Yeah, I wish I could say the same, mate. Kevin Hodgson from windy Cumbria. Hi, mate. How you doing, Kevin? Hope you're well. Gizmo said he cannot get the 305. Why is that, Gizmo? If you just got an AM/FM rig, I can't remember. There's so many people with so many rigs with so many different usernames. And Gizmo, if you've not got a sidebander, if you can raise the greenbacks, you get out there and get yourself one. You won't regret it. Lone Ranger says, what do you think of the RF Finder B1 Zello radio? Got no idea what that is. Hi, Grunter. How you doing? We seem to be missing someone. David Brooke. Hi, Steve. Yeah. Hi, David, down there in Somerset. How are you, mate? Is there many people on the CB in Somerset? I've been mobile through there many times, but not for quite a while, to be fair. Charlie Tango 11. I've heard a lot of comments about it being hard to get through on the 305. People calling, no one coming back to him. But what you've got to remember is sometimes everyone's got quite a high level of noise. Now, if you're set up on a hill all away from all the interference, you might have no noise and think, yeah, I can comfortably hear them guys. But unless the person the other end has got a similar amount of noise, you might not make it. It's difficult. It's radio, isn't it? Richard Giles is not missing tonight. Yeah, well done, Richard. Charlie Tango 11 says, good for you on tonight. If you're referring to here, there's 40 people. People come, people go, according to what I see here. Chris is having a beer break or talking. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. But all I've got is a cup of tea. Charlie Tango 11, are you referring to me, mate? Spoke to me mobile a few years ago. And I will say about the 305, there's a guy on there, his name's Simon. Charlie Tango 11, give me a little bit of a reminder, mate. The Hampshire Hog. Hi, Steve. Thumbs up, mate. Good channel. South Hampshire, 20 on the coast. Don't suppose I'd reach the 305. It's always worth a go. Hi, is it Laird, Nigel? Hi, mate. Welcome aboard. You have mentioned that a couple of times, and I did actually ask you, whereabouts is your other half from? Dipsy's got a can of Red Bull. Cool, you won't sleep tonight, will you, mate? Charlie Tango 11 says it's the first time you had a long distance call about 3 years ago. I don't get that. Where was you, Charlie Tango 11, at the time? Was you on top of a hill or what? On the 305. What was your 20 at the time? Let's try and thrash this one out because it's bugging me. Hemel Hempstead, born in Luton. Okay, I'm actually based in Luton, lad. Charlie Tango 11 said, no, just mobile, walking the dog. And what was your location? Where was you at the time? I mean, we've had people calling on the 305 now. I spoke to Roy in Corsica, Germans, another German guy that followed me on YouTube. We've had Russia mobile, Scotland mobile, America mobile. Charlie Tango 11 says it was when you first started back on the rig. I've never really been off it. You're really confusing me now. I've been on since 1981. It's making long distance contacts into America in the 80s. So maybe you've mistook me from someone else. You having a beer? The Hampshire Hog. Yeah, fair play to you, mate. I'm trying to think in regarding to Charlie Tango 11's comment. He seems to think he spoke to me when I first started back on the rig. Like I said, yeah, welcome back, Ben Speed. That was a quick one, wasn't it? Fair play to you, mate. Steve Strayhawk from Cornwall. Evening, mate. Fred in the shed. How you doing, mate? And Fred, I've actually got a picture of you now, and it's not a wind-up. Charlie Tango 11 says it's definitely you. It was when you first came back on and started the YouTube. I was already on. When I first started uploading on YouTube, I had a Vauxhall Zafira, various aerials on it, one of them being the ML145, the next one being the Megawatt 4000. And at that time, when I started uploading videos, I hadn't just started rig. I've been on for, well, nearly 40 years now. Fred smiling. I don't know whether it's because of the picture. I'm trying to think how Fred can know. I've definitely seen him now. Let's just say at the bottom of the picture, Fred. Hi, Mark from Belgium. Welcome aboard. Hope everything's well. Now, trust me, Fred, I'm not a stalker, but there's 3 words at the bottom of the picture, and I'm not going to say what they are. Fred's probably thinking, how the hell did Steve get that? Well, I've got it, and you know, Fred knows the score with me. If someone says don't say nothing, I don't. It was pure and simple. I don't think Fred's in his shed. He might be. My Zafira was black. It looked like a hearse. All the windows were smoked out apart from the 2 side windows and the windscreen. The antenna I had at home, well, I had various because I was going through a stage of the amateur radio. I had a Hustler BTV6 vertical. That was a 6-band trapped vertical. I had various wire antennas and CB. I've got to be honest, the Hustler was rubbish for CB. I had an Antron 99 that I just stuck up in the air. I was a blogger before I started YouTube, and I was a CBer when I was 20, and I'm nearly 59 now. Anders Lindberg says hi. Hi, Anders. How you doing? Hope you're well. Fred in the shed's using hand gel. No comment. Dave DX is going off to work. Yeah, you be safe, Dave. Maybe catch you on Sunday. You have a good shift. Chris says I need a black hat. It's all being worked on. It just takes time with me. I have all these intentions, you know. Yeah, I'm laughing at the Charlie Tango 11's comment. Yeah, so that was me. That was about 7. I've looked back over my channel, and I think I started uploading my first CV CB radio videos about 7 years ago, but I was on 30 odd years previous to that. Tim Hampshire, all we know what Fred looks like is that he has 10 fingers and well manicured nails. Fred, your secret's safe for me, mate. It's all right. Stud 196767 says evening. Hi, mate. Ben Speed, there's been much talk on Zello, not on my channel, mate, to be fair. Now, Fred likes to keep himself not hidden, but just a bit mysterious, and that's fair enough. That's Fred's thing. I wouldn't want to spoil that for him, but I have seen him. Desmond Crane says hello. Hi, Desmond. How are you, mate? I've got a noise come up here, and I don't know what it is. Some sort of buzzing. I've got no idea. Fred saying there's loads of interest in Zello. Yes, you're right, there is. Fred, is that right? You're getting yourself one of them Zello rigs? Stud's asking, is the CRT one any good? As cheap as chips on eBay. I've got one. They're okay. They're tiny little thing. There is something I don't like about them, which will be an issue in the future. The mic does not plug into the rig. It goes inside the rig. So if you get a dodgy mic read at some point, pardon me, it's not as simply as just replacing the mic. You've got to open the rig, follow the wires, work it out. If I was to be thinking of getting one of them little tiny rigs, I'd go for the CRT Millennium, incidentally, which I've also got. Steve Strayhawk says, I remember you on the air way before YouTube even existed, back in the good old days. I don't know, is that to me, Steve, or one of the other lads? Oh, to me. Yeah, well, Steve says he remembers me way before YouTube and all that. It's just a shame that YouTube didn't exist and we all had these new skills now, how to make a video, how to upload a video, you know, and all of that. I'm gutted about that. I had a handle book, right? And I just used to write down people's handles, you know, like some of us did. And over the years, it just got thrown away. But I have got most of my QSL cards still. In actual fact, I'll show you a few. I've shown some on some of my videos. I think I know where they are. I think. It's all in my little sandwich box here. Led saying his other half saying hello from his ex-Lutonian. I presume you mean your missus there, mate. I'll just go through a few of these. This is from the Split Thunders DX group in Yugoslavia. Whoever it was, I can't even read it. The writing's very nice to have a QSO with you. I'm looking for the year, in actual fact, rather than waste too much time on that. Let's have another look. There's another one there, St. Coins. I think that's from that must be from Italy, I think. I can't even pronounce what that says on the front there. Got another one here, Papa Lima DX Group, the official club for owners of the President Lincoln or 2830. I've got a feeling this is a local one. It's from 1989. Their power was a Zitagi B3-1, and it's from Papa Lima, Stoke-on-Trent. I don't know whether you can make that out. There's another one. I've got a couple here from the States as well. What's this one? There's another one from Warminster Radio, Worldwide DX Group. There you go. This is to my old seat cover. Mode USB. Frequency 27445. It's from a guy called Derek. This was actually to the seat cover I was with at the time. The date was the 3rd of the 12th, 1989. Where's this one from? World Amateur Club from Holland. I think it's showing up inside out, back to front. I'll just do a few more. This one here from Nova Scotia. I'll just read it out again. This was to the seat cover. From, looks like TCR. HH23. His name is James. It's in Canada. 27th of the 2nd, 1989. Oh, his name's... Me and my friend, we clubbed in years ago. We got ourselves a PO box. Because obviously no one's going to give out their address, are they? I'll just quickly. There's another little QSL card from someone in Worthing. Another one here from Istanbul. No date on that. Oh, yes, there is. 28th of the 2nd, 1989. There's loads in there. close this back up. But yeah, back in the day, people used to send you coins, little flags. Maybe for the next stream, I might dig a few of the better ones in there. Darren Barwick says he's seen a few 9900s on eBay, only 6 months old and going for 72 quid. Do these suffer from a short life if power is wound up for too long? Not sure why so many for sale. Right, Darren, I recently sold my 9900, okay? If you've watched any of the 305 videos, as best I can remember, I was the first one on the 305 net with a 9900. And with me, it was either flat out or turned off. I use that every day, to and from work, full chuck, never missed a beat. Fred's pointed out that the finals can blow on the 9900 if used on FM a lot. I didn't use mine on FM. I'm not an FM lover, but I sold mine and it worked just as well the day I sold it as the day I first got it. And I had mine virtually on fire. So I would say, and in regard to your question, do you get the McKinley or the 9900? I wouldn't even bother with a McKinley. I had one. I've recently sold it. If you're mobile, if you get the McKinley, if it's not expanded and modded, the output power on mine, and I got it as a new rig, 7 watts on sideband, about 3.5 on AM. On a whistle, it got to about 4, and it was about 3.5 on FM. If you get the 9900, the one I had, on a whistle, it did 75 watts, about 50 on FM. Now, some people, if they're wearing brown trousers, right, they're frightened of turning the power up and the rig getting hot. I never was, and my rig survived fine. I abused it all the time. But some people are a bit more cautious with heat. Oh, M0OGY's in the house. Hi, Dave. Sorry, I didn't see you slip in there, mate. How are you? Blimey, I ain't heard from you in a while. And I've commented on a couple of videos, Dave, to be fair, but I've never had a reply. I think that's down to YouTube notifications, and Dave probably knows what I mean, and so does Fred in the shed. Yeah, good to see you in here, Dave. Hope you're well, mate. I don't know whether you're aware, Dave, but a lot of us are using Zello now. You probably know more about Zello than me. I'm quite new to the Zello party. I've got a channel on there. If you type in 318 Steve Stevens or something like that, you'll find my channel. You don't have to request. You just join and, chat. In actual fact, while you're all here, I will say I did get rid of my 9900. I think they're a cracking rig. Yes, they get hot, but I've always been the same, going back to the 80s. Keep an eye on your rig. You tend to know how hot they get. Some rigs get hotter than others, and the 9900 get bloody hot, for want of a better word. They do get surprisingly hot. And if you're going to use it on FM, a lot of people put a little fan on it. And to be honest, if I was using FM a lot, I would poke mine to the back of the dashboard and put the air conditioning on the rig. Freddie in the shed says flipping out. Yeah, but you know, the more power a rig puts out, the more heat it produces. End of story. Now, whether you panic or whatever, that's up to you. But I will say, they do get bloody hot. The Hampshire Hog says, why did you sell the 9900 then, Steve? I was bloody skint. That's why, because I'm not working at the minute. But I have managed to do a deal, and I've now got the Anytone, which is the same rig. It's the Anytone 6666. It's the same rig as the 9900. I've not power tested this one yet. Richard Giles has a 6900N in the box, and he doesn't like how the clarifier works. Nor do I, Richard, but you get used to it, don't you? Fred in the shed says Eric's rig. Yes, it is. And funny enough, Eric said to Paul the other day, wants it back. Well, Paul got rid of it to someone else, and I had it off for someone else. That rig ain't going anywhere unless he offers me the new price of the rig. Yeah, they do. Anyway, getting back to the 305 and me being the first one that I can remember having a 9900. Like, obviously, I weren't the first person that was ever heard on a 9900, because I remember going back to when I had the Grant 2 video in a guy who was up in Coventry. He was on one. Yeah, I got the 9900, started doing the 305 trip in the morning and from 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I can't remember who got one. It might have been Fred in the shed. He got one. Pucker Dave got one. A few other people got one, and because I'm churning out videos, Fred's churning out videos, and I think we made a CRT a few quid between us. And Dave, as in M0OGY, says he had the first one. Now that I can believe. Fred in the shed said that Dave's video sold him. Fred, you're going to get so much stick on here about that hand thing. I don't know why one day you don't just go on camera, be done with it. Nigel was asking about what's the best legal multi-mode CB you can buy. And he's a radio amateur. Most of the people in here are amateurs. I've been an amateur myself, Nigel. I think the best one that I've had was the President McKinley. It's a nice enough little rig. But I will say, if you get one and you don't do any mods to it, look up how to open up your sideband power a little bit. There we go. There's the timer. I'm not even going to tell you what that is. This phone has been nothing but grief since I got it. That's before I smash your screen again, which I already have done after a fortnight I got it. Yeah, ice cream. Yeah, cheers. This is to M0OGY, Dave. Thanks for that, mate. Nice to see you in here. Do you know what? I know, Dave, you've had a few problems. And it's great that you've joined the stream. I'll do a stream Wednesday night from 7 p.m. UK time. that may last half an hour, or whatever. I also do one on a Sunday from 7 p.m. UK time again. Dipsy smashed his work phone, which is an iPhone 12, after a week of having it. Yeah, Dave, you're more than welcome here at any time. And I will say, if anyone hasn't watched any of Dave's videos, type in M0OGY review or something like that into YouTube. Dave's got a great channel. He's reviewed a lot of rigs. Reviewing is not my thing, I'll be the first to say. But I will say, if I have a rig and I think it's rubbish, I'll tell you all. But if I get one and I think it's good, I'll tell you as well. Barry James. Yeah, fair play to you, Barry. You get yourself off. You have a safe week or until Sunday. Take care, mate. Yeah, surprising how news travels, isn't it, with this live stream. Malarkey. I'm so glad I started doing it, to be fair. As a bit of a bonus, if anyone's got a problem that they're trying to sort out, they can come here and ask. And us, as a collective, hopefully should better sort them out. But unfortunately, a lot of people are going on Facebook, and some of the advice I've seen given out makes me cringe. Not all of it, but some of it. Yeah, fair play to you, Dave. Dave's going to do a lot more. Mark Dorr, 73's on. He's a CB and ham lover. Yeah, we're in good company there, mate. $50 people in the room and 28 likes. If anyone hasn't hit like yet and you like the video, don't forget to hit like. And if you're not subscribed, do the subscribe thing and ding the bell or whatever it is that you do. Yeah, it looks like things are a little bit slow tonight. 50 people in here at the moment. And thanks to every one of you for turning up. Whether you sit and listen, or you sit and watch me, or you join in with the chat section, I think it's a good experience for us all. Nigel has not seen M0OGY's videos yet. Nigel, that does surprise me, because Dave's all over YouTube. Dave, help Nigel out how to find your videos, will you, mate? You know what the best keywords are to type in. Yeah, I'm missing someone, actually. Eddie's mum. Not seen him in tonight. We haven't seen George Donaldson in either. I don't know whether you're out there somewhere, George. Just sitting thinking, why don't the bloke get a new hat? The British Blink is asking if the Superstar 360 and the 3900 made by CRT. I highly doubt it. Dave, M0OGY might be able to answer that. I don't know where they were made, but the early 3900s, they were what I call a proper rig. The later ones, a lot of them are surface mount components. Have I got one here still? No, I don't think I have. Not one of the new ones. Gunpowder Stealth, welcome aboard, mate. Says he can't chat at the minute. He's got his hands in water, but listening in. I hope that's fairy liquid you're using there, mate. The British Blink's asking about the modern ones. Are they cheaper copies? Some people slate the modern 3900. Me, myself, out of a 10, I'd probably give them 7 or 8. I've used them to good effect. In actual fact, in one of my videos, you'll see me talking to 2 guys in America. I was using a 3900 then. Nigel's saying CB radio is not very active in southwest Cumbria. The only way, really, that you're ever going to get activity is by getting on the rig, chatting to someone. If you've got a mate, Nigel, I don't need to tell you this. You've been on CB, you're an amateur. But what tends to happen, like on that film, I, Robot, you know, where all the robots all got together in that storage thing. People are the same. If you can organise like a sked between you and a friend on CB radio, get yourselves chatting, sooner or later, someone that's tuning round will hear you. They'll either clock that you're there or they'll join in. And if it becomes regular, people know what time you're going to be on. They'll come on. That's how the 305 net evolved into what it was, through me and Fred in the shed chatting. Colin Guntrip asking what is the best mobile aerial out there to use with a 6900. Most of you already know I've used a lot of mobile aerials and I've used them a lot. If I was to go into a shop now and I could buy what I wanted, I would get another M0OGY 4000 by Sirio. One reason being it is a big aerial, but it hasn't got a massive wind load on it. The coil at the bottom is reasonably small and aerodynamic. And I've spoke to so many countries on that thing. The one I'm using at the moment is a President Texas, which is very, very slightly better, very slightly. But the coil on it is quite a big beast, and it's got a join in the middle of the aerial, which I don't like, which adds extra drag to the whip, so it bends over more. But there's loads of good aerials. British Blinks used a few. The Wilson 1000, yeah, I had one of them. I told you in my last stream, I bought one in a truck stop in Virginia. And I think it worked out. It cost me 30 quid. In the UK, they were selling for about 80 quid. Sirio 4000. Now, this is what I can't work out with Sirio. They bought out the M0OGY 3000, which I had, incidentally. It was all right, but to be honest, it was that long ago. I can't remember what I did with it, what I didn't do with it. Then I got the M0OGY 4000, and I've had America, God knows how many times, Scotland, Belgium, Germany, you know, America, a bit all over on it. If I can hear them, I can work them with that. But then they bought out the Sirio 4000. I've never owned one of them. It's supposed to be technically the same as the M0OGY. I also made the mistake of buying the M0OGY Turbo 5000, which was a step down from the megawatt. Now you'd think with it being the 5000, it'd be like the new improved. It was okay. It was, I wouldn't say it was rubbish. It was a good aerial, but it weren't as good as the megawatt 4000. Fred in the Sheds, is the 5000 worth above the 4000? If that's to me, Fred, I had the Turbo 5000. Then there's another one. It's not called the Turbo. It's called something else. Never had that one. Oh, to be fair, all of the Stereo range, if the aerial's big, it's going to work well. If it's a little thing, if it's got the word little or mini in it, avoid it. Paul, I'm not going to say your second name because I probably said it wrong. Paul says, hi, Steve, just joined your live stream from Dublin. What a place Dublin is. What do I think of the Antron 99? Yeah, they're okay. They're good enough. I will say there's better out there, like the IMAX 2000 and the Game Master 5/8 wave. But yeah, I've still got an Antron in actual fact. I've probably had 5 or 6 over the years. How's things over there in Dublin, Paul, with the lockdown and all the rest of it? Tim, G5 Tango Mike. Evening, fella. Hope you're well. George Donaldson. Hi, George. I was talking about you earlier. Your ears must have warmed up. Now, George, I'm going to give you a little bit of a plug here, mate, because I've seen your work that you do on radios. If anyone wants a rig repaired by you, do you do that? And if you do, how can someone get hold of you for either a customization or repair? Bill 53. Don't worry about Liam being late, mate. I'm going to have to wrap it up in a little minute, but I just want to give George a chance to advertise his wares, if you like. Right, George Donaldson has got a Facebook group for it. So if you want a repair or a customization, from what I've seen, George does a great job. Go to Facebook, type in George Donaldson EI7KO Irish Custom Radios, look him up. I'm not sure where the other guy's gone, the guy from Dublin. Any of you that's watched some of my older videos, me and Deb, we went to Dublin, stayed in a hotel right next to the River Liffey, and we were supposed to go to a wedding. We spent 2 nights in this hotel, and at about 10 past 11, I was looking up at the bar, thinking people are still getting beers. So I went up, and I was drinking Guinness. So me and Deb had another drink. And I noticed at 11:45, someone else got up to the bar. So I went up to the bar and I thought I might as well have another one. By this time, a little bit of a mess. So what time does the bar shut? And the girl behind the bar said, we don't shut, we're open all night. Well, that was it. So you missed the wedding. Steve straight up. Cheers, Steve. A great stream again, mate. Off to the local net. 73s. Yeah, 73s. Steve, take care, mate. Good luck on the net. Yeah, Paul, level 5 in Dublin lockdown. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But I've only been to Ireland once, Paul. Stayed in Dublin, had a hell of a time. I think the Irish people are great. Me and my missus had a best time ever there. Chris says, take care. Keep an eye on your 6. You don't happen to watch that guy that does the Bigfoot videos, do you, Chris? That's how he starts his video. He sort of creeps in front of the camera, says, watch me 6. He thinks he's got a Bigfoot living in his garden, which he might have. Who am I to judge? Be a great country if only you could roof it. Anyway, listen, guys, I must start wrapping this up. And I feel guilty every time. What I might do one day is just set the stream going, put a curtain up, and then you guys can all come here and chat live. If I happen to come in and show me face, I might leave it open all day. Because I feel guilty shutting it down because you guys are all still chatting, but I've become like an innocent bystander. Yeah, take care, Richard. You punch out, get yourself heading off home. Yeah, take care of yourself, Colin. Darren Barwick ran the Dublin Marathon. Yeah, 10 pints of Guinness. Excellent. Fred's going. Listen, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. Again, I've enjoyed it. I just like watching you guys chat away sometimes. Catch you later, Paul. Thanks for joining. I've never seen you here before. If you're not a subscriber, hit that old subscribe button. That way you'll get notified. If you ding the bell as well, want to do my next live stream, which incidentally will be Sunday, 7 p.m. Take care, guys. This is Charlie Tango 318 signing out. Cheers, fellas.